welcome to Mustang News. I'm Caroline Harden here with Joy Parrish. Today's top stories are March Madness, a student spotlight, and Miss Peckham leaving. I'll listen more here on Mustang News.
Wake County Public School System is starting a program, the Kids Heart Challenge, to inform students of the importance of heart health. This informs students about exercising heart health and staying positive. This program is hoping to start with informing kids of how to live healthy lives and include physical activity as part of their everyday life. The kids will be participating in challenges to encourage their learning and inform young women to regularly see their doctor to monitor heart health.
The Education Department announced that they were firing more than 1,300 workers, effectively gutting the agency that manages federal loans for college and tracks students' achievement. The department will now have a workforce of about half its size in less than 2 months. The Education Secretary described the layoffs as part of an effort to deliver services more efficiently and said the changes would not affect student loans or funding for special needs students. Becky Pringle, the president of the National Education Association, said the changes would drain job training programs and increase costs of higher education.
Next up, a story about Miss Peckham leaving by Uriah Pora and Olivia Norris.
Lacey Peckham has been our principal for the last 5 years. During those years, she has impacted everyone greatly. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye early May. Let's find out what people are thinking and hear from Miss Peckham herself.
So I have known Miss Peckham as a principal going back to her days when she was an assistant principal here at Middle Creek High School. So this is well over 10 years ago.
Miss Peckham as a principal has been, even as an assistant principal, she's been very supportive with different things, very visible. Usually if I have a question, I can go down in the mornings and I'll see her hanging out with the kids and go and talk to her about different things, and share with her, fun things that happens, and she's always excited with me.
I would describe her as being a visionary leader. She has a vision for where she wanted our school to go during her time here, and she recognizes that her teachers are also visionary leaders in their classrooms, and she's always helped us to achieve the visions that we have for our students.
Two of my biggest accomplishments, I think, that come to mind are one, helping this school achieve a 95% graduation rate. So that has been a highlight of my tenure here, and also establishing a student advisory.
She knows Spanish fluently. She will do parent-teacher conferences, I think, with other students, who speak Spanish, and she doesn't need a translator. She has it down.
My hopes for the future are just that it continues to build on the foundation that's created. This place is a true gem. I do get the honor of staying a few more months, so I'll be leaving early May, but do plan to come back for graduation and some of the senior celebrations because I have to see the finish to the year for these students.
If Miss Peckham was here right now, I would say thank you. Thank you for being a good captain of the ship while you were here and steering us in the right direction. And even though we are very sad to see you go, you have left us in good condition to keep sailing towards success.
My name is Uriah Pora, and I'm reporting from Mustang News.
Our next story, brought by Alex Lucy and Declan Anderson, is about the MCHS Conservation Club.
The Conservation Club at MCHS is a great opportunity for students to gain service hours while helping the environment. We interviewed members of the club to get an insight on this great opportunity.
So we wanted to give people service hours. We were thinking last summer, we started a nonprofit beforehand. It's called Swanek. It had to do with invasive species removal and planting native species on top of that.
Being a part of the club, it's great seeing all the community engagement, but I think the most important part is seeing how realistic environmental sustainability is. Just to average everyday high schoolers, we're out there every Sunday.
Above personal service hours, the club has its biggest impact on the surrounding environment, exemplifying great things done by Mustangs.
Over time, as I've volunteered at places, I've seen invasive species grow everywhere. And I know people have problems with them, so me and my friends figured we might as well start something that could remove those invasive species and have volunteers do it in the process.
And we make a difference. We get out there every Sunday, and then seeing the area that we've removed all the invasive species from, it's really shocking to see how much of a difference you can make.
The Conservation Club has great popularity, but still encourages students to join.
You join, obviously you help out your local community a lot. You gain service hours easy. And the way to join it, really just come to our meetings. We have signups for each event during our meetings. We post them on the Remind.
Reporting from Mill Creek High School, I'm Declan Anderson with Mustang News.
Next up, we have a story about March Madness by Holden Adams and Hayden Turpolowski.
Big 12 Player of the Year. Looks it up.
Every year, March Madness brings new matchups, new buzzer beaters, and a new national champion. With 68 total teams kicking off the tournament, who will win is the question we are all wondering. So let's get an inside look on students' thoughts and predictions for this year's tournament.
I think March Madness is different from other tournaments because you get the best teams from each conference, and also it's one game at a time, so anybody can get hot, go on a win streak, and anything is possible pretty much.
I think the toughest challenge is that anybody can win in March. The games are going to be close. Everyone's going to be playing their hardest. So you got to watch out for those upsets. The competition is pretty even though, you got a lot of random teams, the 16 through 12 seeds. I feel like really anyone can win. UMBC beat Virginia. St. Peter's went on that run. So I think it's just anyone's game. If you're shooting hard, then you can win any game. But I think Auburn's going to win it. People are kind of writing them off because they came in cold to the tourney, but I think Joni Broom is him.
With the tournament already underway, brackets have been broken, with unlikely teams shocking others. We still question who has what it takes to win it all. I'm Holden Adams, and this is Mustang News.
Jace Wynn has exemplified what it means to be a Mill Creek Mustang with his determination on the track. His excellent performance has earned him a spot on UNCW's Division I track and field team.
I had a lot of potential, and I didn't really try to excel in where I was at my junior through freshman year. But coming in my senior year, I wanted to improve and do the best that I could and break some records, and that pushed me to go beyond my limits.
It's one of those, again, he's got a passion for the sport. It's one of those, to see him grow has been wonderful. So I think he's taken a lot on himself this senior year. One of those, he's always had the ambition of going on to the next level.
Along the way, Jace has broken numerous school records, impressing all of his teammates and coaches.
The 500 record, indoor-wise, it's just a tough race. It's a unique race. It's not one that a lot of people run. So it's probably one of the more interesting ones and one of the tougher ones to run. So to be able to see him break that record was pretty impressive so far. Hopefully there's many more here for the outdoor season.
Even with his track success, Jace is looking towards a broader future with his college commitment.
The reason why I chose to commit to UNCW is they had my major, which I wanted to go into more science-related field. They've got a lot of internship positions there, and they have a track program that's made great 400-meter sprinters, and that's my event. And I'm hoping that going there, I'll become even better than I was today.
Jace has been a great guy to have on the team all 4 years. To see the growth that he had from his freshman year to this year, to see the talent that he's brought in this senior year, the changes that he's made to bring it to that next level has been great to see.
Congrats to Jace Wynn on his excellent career here at Mill Creek, and good luck at the college level. Reporting from Mill Creek High School, I'm Declan Anderson with Mustang News.
Now, from Stan Schuster, a Lancaster, and Ella Clinton, we have a story about Mr. Baer's daily greetings.
Middle Creek students all know and love these 2 words.
Dumella, good morning.
Mr. Baer has made it his priority to go room to room every morning greeting all his students.
So when I first became an assistant principal at a middle school, that was what we did. My principal was like, you go to every classroom and you greet them with a good morning. And it just stuck and it became part of my routine.
I like how he comes in and is able to greet everyone. And he does it to every classroom. So it's nice to have a little consistency in the morning and then just to know that someone's out there.
It's the best part of my day. I always get to school and I'm real tired and upset that I'm even here, and finally Mr. Baer and his shining ray of light that he is, he walks in the door and he says good morning. He exposed me to new cultures every day with his different languages, and really it's just the highlight of my day.
This year I am doing 1 country a day and we are just moving around the world. So we started in Europe and now we're in Africa. I think it's important to connect with students and staff every morning because they get to know you, you get to know them, and it kind of starts to build a little rapport. But I also like, whether students having a good day or a bad day, just having a routine of a positive good morning every morning can kind of help shift a bad day into a good day, or kind of send people in the right direction of having a better day.
Mr. Baer's greetings just always change my mood.
Yeah, there was one day where I was like really mad and I was sitting in class and he came in and I kind of turned around and when he said good morning, he like smiled, and it's just a good way to start it off and like change your mood if you're in a bad mood in the morning.
I just really love Mr. Baer. I don't think there's anything more I can say about it. I heart Mr. Baer.
So make every morning a good morning. I'm Sam Schuster from Mustang News.
Next up, from Adriel Garcia and Oliver Hickman, we have a story about caring for Chromebooks.
The Chromebook is a student's biggest tool. It provides equitable and fair access to information. This tool is now under threat due to abuse and high cost.
Those Chromebooks that you're holding in your hand were paid for. Right now, with one-to-one distribution, everybody has a level playing field on how to access information. Right now, we have 161,000 students in Wake County. Chromebooks cost almost $300 a piece. That total is $48.3 million that we invest in Chromebooks. That money is gone. We don't have that money anymore. And the funding is getting worse and worse every year. We want our students to have fair and equitable access to information, and we have to be aware that these are a resource that are valuable. So this is a middle school librarian in Wake County, and she said every dollar can only be spent once. Would you rather it be spent on a Chromebook replacement or on a field trip? The easiest thing you can do to protect your Chromebook is keep the cover on.
Keep your Chromebook away from water. Check for pencils before closing the screen. Keep the cover on your Chromebook. Be careful with your bag too. Keep your Chromebook safe.
Now, from Travis Chapman and Wyatt Kelly, we have a story about the Quick Pass scams and their impact.
I'm Travis Chapman. Recently, someone has been impersonating the NC Quick Pass and sending out fake toll bill messages throughout North Carolina.
So I've received about like 5 texts so far, sometimes 2 in 1. It's been pretty annoying, honestly.
NC Quick Pass does not request payments through text or SMS, so you should not click on any links sent by numbers you do not recognize.
Any urgent message as well, like saying act immediately, just be knowledgeable that that might be a scam and to not be impulsive and act quickly, just know what you're getting into.
If you receive a message from a suspicious number or email, you need to immediately file a report with the Internet Crime Complaint Center. Be sure to include the sender's phone number and the website link from the text.
Most carriers now have a way for you to delete and report the number. And so when you report that number, you're actually helping other people. You're helping your friends, you're helping the world in a way.
Remember, NC Quick Pass will never send you payment requests through text, so you should avoid clicking any links sent by these messages. Reporting from Mustang News, I'm Travis Chapman.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Joy Parrish, here with Caroline Harden, and we'll see you next week on Mustang News.